Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of the JAYBARI Show. And episode number 10. We are cruising. It's been a while. Let me update this. But we are back at it again. We got some things we want to talk about. Feelings that I want to share. Feelings. Talk about my feelings. What is up, everybody, man? What is up? Only reason why I'm doing a show today, or this time, is because yesterday was my niece's birthday. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to my niece. And I just want, dedicate that time to her. Yesterday, or in the nighttime. So typically, normally you will see the JAYBARI Show go live on Wednesdays, like around 6, 7 or whatnot. But I was just like, you know what? No, it's family time, man. And she's back into the country as well. So that's also great. She was living in Germany for quite some years now, but now she's actually back in the US. And, just had to, celebrate right. But we are here. It is my lunchtime. It's official. I just had me some oxtails, so I'm feeling kind of good. Not gonna lie. I'm feeling very good right now. It's been a couple of months. It's been actually a long ass time since I had some oxtails, and you know what I mean? I already feel it. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes. I'm a little jaded. Well, what is good with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. Yo, Gaming with Persona, what up? Arcade, what up? Sick Humor TV, No Cap Podcast, what up? DeFloyd, what's up? Baticus Prime, what is good? You know what I mean? Mutilix, what is up? The Truth, what is up? Killer Can for sure, what is up? Kelvin Smith, what up? Team Ambush, what is good, my G? Cobb Sanity, what is up, man? Yo, how do I sign, by the way? Let me actually check that myself. Okay. I'm good. I'm thinking I'm good. But yo, James Willen, what's up, man? I ain't see you in a minute. Hopefully everything good with you. But the reason why I'm doing this show right here, because I want to talk to the PlayStation Nation, man. Yo, Arcade, what up, man? As you can see, there's not even like a typical like topics thing at the bottom that I normally would have. But I just wanted to just have a real talk, man. This is the Speak from the Heart all over. The whole goddamn show will Speak from the Heart. You know what I mean? I won't be super long because, like I said, I'm on my lunch break. But it's just some crazy shit that I be seeing, man, on the internet. And I knew it was gonna come because I've been warned y'all for years now. Multi-platform when it comes to PlayStation. You know what I mean? I've been warned y'all. There's videos up years ago that I put up there. And I was telling y'all was like, but JAYBARI. Huh? But JAYBARI. Yo, foxing around, I'm chilling with Austin. Yo, what's good, bro? Kyle Ward, what up? Walter, what up? Arcade, what up, bro? You know what I mean? That's why when I always say, especially like older videos, I always have a phrase, man. When I speak, you listen. It sounds crazy when I say things. You know what I mean? Maybe the way how I sound, maybe the way how I look. You know what I mean? Maybe the way how I convey it. A majority of the time when I be saying these shit, it be coming true, man. You know what I mean? It be coming true. And then like I said, we get the typical, but I always thought this. And there's times where I will go back to like old videos. I'll look at the comments. I'll go back to old streams and I will see. Remember in the old streams when I used to have like the chat running? You know what I mean? So you can see the chat on the overlay. I be seeing some of the comments like, yo, Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 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 Pure craziness. But in this episode, yo, Mars, what up? Mars Zeppelin, what up, man? Outside Gamer Night, what up? King Pearl, what up? In this episode, we're just gonna have a heart to heart when it comes to PlayStation. Because at the end of the day, we got to give credit when it's due. I feel like the Xbox showcase was a really, really good showcase. Xbox did everything in this showcase, whether it's, these games were shown, whatever, regardless of all those little factors that people like to bring up. At the end of the day, the way how they produced that showcase is exactly how I want PlayStation to talk about the future of the PS5. You know what I mean? It is time for them to start showing off their games. I don't know what they're hiding. I don't know what they're doing. At this point in gaming, we all understand. Well, we should all understand. I mean, we all got common sense here that things change in gaming. Hence, when you see gameplay, subject to change. Huh? We saw God of War 2018, 2 years gameplay before the game release. That demo that they showcased, majority of the shit that was in that demo wasn't even in the final release of the game. But you're still trying to paint a picture as far as here's what you can expect on the direction of what we're going or what we're trying to show you in this upcoming title. Huh? You know what I mean? So I never tied myself to the whole notion that, oh, I don't want to see the game too far away. It's too far out. Might be a delay. No shit, Sherlock. It happens. You know what I mean? Delays happen. Changes happen. Closures happen. Huh? You got some people that they're not even excited for the things that we can play right now on PlayStation. But you don't even want to see the future of PlayStation. What the fuck are you playing on the platform for? You know what I'm saying? You would think the future would get you at least excited since you're so lukewarm or mediocre as far as what the offerings is with PlayStation 5. That's not my opinion. That's the stuff that I see and hear. You know what I mean? But all the things that we joked about when it comes to the Xbox community, we are seeing the PlayStation Nation do. And that's the part that upsets me. What if we start creating shows? We start creating games? Huh? We're in the what if mode. Yo, what if they show Ghost of Tsushima 2? I'm seeing people watch the Xbox show, discredit the Xbox show, be like, yo, what if PlayStation showed Ghost of Tsushima 2? I was like, yo, that's how you want to feel good? The what if? Huh? Yo, what if Sony Santa Monica showed a new game? Then nobody will be praising the Xbox show. Like, what? You don't want them to show your future, but now you're telling people, what if they show this? Like, what the hell? I'm confused. Yo, Sumo, what up, bro? It's only MLB. Yeah, you remember that? When I like I said, I'm a type of person. I'm not a cocky person at all. But sometimes you just gotta let people know, like, yo, What I'm telling you has substance. It's coming from. It's not just coming from thin air. You know what I mean? We had the person that started this initiative with the PC stuff. And I love Sean Layden to death. That's my guy. That's my friend. Telling you, this is the direction that PlayStation wants to go. And then the PlayStation guys, you know, it's like, I don't see it. It's not the same. How is it not the same? Lego Horizon Avengers. I said Avengers. Adventures. You know what I mean? Now we just getting to this point where it's just Lego. Why are you upset? It's just Lego. We're not upset at the Lego game itself. Well, I am. I personally don't think, you know, they need a Horizon Lego game. You know what I mean? They can prove me wrong on that, but for me personally, I'm good. But I just don't get how you can be like, all right, let me watch the Xbox show. And you put out these grids, you put out these things about, oh, these games are going to PlayStation, Xbox is third party. Then in the same week, the same vein, be like, PlayStation putting a game on the Switch, and be like, oh, it's not the same. It's not third party. Now they don't view Nintendo as competitor. It's just, you do know that PlayStation and Nintendo, especially when it comes into the Japanese RPG space, they fighting for the same games. Where there's one instance that PlayStation will get a timed exclusive, and then it will go to the Switch. Then the Switch will get a timed exclusive, then it will go to PlayStation. If they didn't view themselves as competition, why would they have the time exclusive there in the first part? You know why you don't know? Because you don't play these fucking games. You don't play NIS games, so you wouldn't even know. They battle left and right for those types of games to fit the platform first, or to get on the platform. I don't even know how the fuck anybody can be like, yo, PlayStation don't view Nintendo as a direct competitor. It don't make no fucking sense. Both is trying to sell hardware. And when it comes to hardware, it matters the most to both. Both are trying to sell their games. And when it comes to both, it matters a lot. Or even the most, selling their games. Both have a service in the same market. Heck, just today or yesterday, previews came out for Astrobot. Guess what they're comparing it to? Guess what they're saying in the previews? This is a 3D Mario competitor. Oh, here the PlayStation Nation like, PlayStation don't see Nintendo as a competitor. Sit your ass down, please. You sound dumb. You look dumb. It's not even being like upset. There's one level where I just read a whole and watched a whole presentation as far as what you're going to be doing with your single player, you know, games or your tempo franchises. And then 2 weeks later, you do the complete opposite. I'm just like, okay, that is miscommunication on your end. Now it's a Lego game. Now it's too small. Now it's not direct competitor. It just don't make no goddamn sense. Yo, DC man, appreciate you. Rejoin the ranks of Social First Class. You know, in 18 months, said, looking forward to your live stream of Lego Horizon. Hope you play it on the Switch as well. Appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? It's not even like about it. It's just like, yo, it's conflicting statements that you have here. They put out a trailer for Lego Horizon Adventures. Now people is talking about it's not a PlayStation game. Do you even know how PlayStation operates? When the fuck do you see PlayStation publishing a game and they don't have some type of ownership or own the game? You even know how they operate? Then they put out a blog article telling you what it is. Yeah, we're co-developing this game. People's like, oh yeah, you know, PlayStation has nothing to do with it. They're not involved. No, I'm reading the blog. It's saying, and this is from a Guerrilla person, not a Lego person, or the studio Gobo, whatever the studio's called. This is from Guerrilla themselves talking about a game that they're co-developing with another studio. What are you not understanding? Then it's like, oh, it's not a Horizon franchise. It's a Lego game. The fuck? Yo, Blandrew, man, appreciate the $5 donation, Android user. I'll never understand how Nintendo and PC, for the matter, isn't competition, but Xbox, who's at the very bottom, somehow is. Nintendo got Japan on lock. Yeah, that's a legit. I was just saying, it's like how you don't view Nintendo as a competition. You know what I mean? Like you're especially in the Japanese space, you're fighting a lot for those games. But a lot of people don't play those Japanese games to even understand. Like, yo, Disgaea could be time exclusive here on PlayStation one instant, then the Nintendo snatch it up with the next game, and vice versa, vice versa, vice versa. Doesn't make any sense. Yo, Cobb Sanity, appreciate the 4 months of being a social first class member. He said, and that Lego game was developed under Jim Ryan. I blame him. And where the fuck is the first party games at Sony? You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand some of the notions that people have, or the mentality that people have. Like, yo, it is okay to admit that with this game, you know, even before this game, but this game right here is the definitive nail in the coffin, in my opinion, because now you are putting games on all the platforms. Well, you're not really putting on Xbox, but you do have a game that you develop on Xbox. It's just the distribution is a little bit, you know, finicky or weird. You know what I mean? So like the other day, I put out a tweet. I was saying like, yo, PlayStation is lying to the people. Right? Classic JAYBARI sound. PlayStation is lying to the people. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of comments like, no, they're not lying. It's not, PlayStation got nothing to do involved. They don't make the decisions. Like, what? This is what I've been telling people for the longest. You know what I mean? You know, when people say the whole MLB stuff, MLB forced them to do this and that, that's all damage control. You know what I mean? MLB ain't forced shit. MLB might suggest certain things, or MLB might say, hey, we might go in a different direction with certain things. But at the end of the day, they ain't forced PlayStation to do nothing. This is something that PlayStation wants to do when it comes to that franchise. But the only reason why you hear people use that argument is because they want to feel good about the decisions that PlayStation is making when it comes to multi-platform. You know what I mean? Because MLB The Show been exclusive for years. Huh? You telling me that, and it's been successful for years. You telling me that now MLB was like, oh, you know what? Let's have a coinky dink. Let's just put the games in the platforms. You know what I mean? After 20 something years, of top 10, top 5 selling games for the year. It's a joint thing. It's not just MLB wanted to do this and PlayStation didn't, even though PlayStation developing the fucking game. Marvel Spider-Man is a licensed game. Owned IP. Marvel Spider-Man is the owned IP. It's the IP that PlayStation owns, but licensing the characters of Spider-Man. Horizon is a PlayStation IP, but is licensing the likeness of Lego. It is not fucking rocket science. You know what I mean? In the same sentence, people can be like, oh, Xbox is third party because I just watched your showcase, and majority of those games, or Phil said that he wants Xbox games on more screens on other platforms. Xbox third party in that instance, but PlayStation wanted to put their game on Nintendo because they say it's a perfect fit. Oh no, it doesn't work like that, JAYBARI. It's different. The fuck is going on here? We are in the Twilight Zone, bruh. How is that any different? And how they want to? Why you mad at a Lego game? It's just a Lego game. No, it's listening to and reading one thing, but then the opposite is being done. It's no different than it was just a test with PC games. It's just old games. Now all of a sudden it's games that's a year out, sometimes even shorter. Huh? That old game excuse is gone now, huh? Crazy, bro. I just don't get it, man. Like, ain't nobody trying to be I love PlayStation. I keep telling people that I love PlayStation, man. But you know, you could call me a PlayStation fanboy, whatever. If I'm a fanboy, I'm a fanboy. But I know one thing: I am not delusional. I know that. A lot of my opinions that I have about PlayStation is very grounded in reality. I love what they do. I love what they create. But there's certain things that you just got to call it out. You got to speak in your mind. Stop accepting everything. They don't do a showcase. No, we don't need a showcase. They don't need to show us the reasons why we bought a $500 console. They don't need to do nothing. They good. There's excuse after excuse after excuse. Our stances, our standards as PlayStation fans has diminished. And the way how people are acting, sooner or later, that whole core audience will change. Because the core audience don't speak up. What the core audience do is that they send you DMs. Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. But you know, but they what they do is they send you DM. Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. I don't know what PlayStation doing. Blah 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 blah. We should definitely speak up. But then in somebody else's tweet, man, fuck that dude JAYBARI, man. He don't know what he talking about, and he got a list. Crazy, boy. Like I see the comments. I see it. I told you, got soldiers everywhere, man. They be sending me screenshots, videos, everything. You know what I mean? Craziness, man. I just don't know how you can look at it or view that they're putting games on multiple platforms and they're not a multi-platform developer. Then they're publishing games on multiple platforms and then be like, they're not a third party developer or publisher. I don't know. People say it's not the same. Let's dive into the mindset of the copyism. You know what I'm saying? That's the word that they use, right? The copyism. Let's dive into that mindset. Even if they didn't view Nintendo as a rival platform, right? You are still publishing a game on multiple platforms. What does that make you? Huh? Because that's the shit that they saying. They're saying, oh, well, PlayStation, you know, they don't view them as a rival platform. So what the fuck? What does a third party mean? What does third party publisher mean? Huh? It don't make no sense, bro. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Xbox doesn't see PC as a rival platform. You know what I mean? Or Steam as a rival, whatever you want to call it, application launcher. That doesn't dismiss that they're not a third party, you know, developer that's putting and publishing their games on multiple platforms. Like, yo, PlayStation Nation, man, we got to get together, yo. Y'all looking crazy out there. I'm sorry. Y'all are looking crazy. I'm seeing comments. I'm just like, yo, it is not a good look. You look delusional. You sound delusional. People commenting on my tweets left and right. It's experimental. You look crazy. That doesn't defute the fact. Yo, Persona man, appreciate the 33 months of being a Soldier First Class member. He said, you're nothing but a fanboy, Bari. You disagree with what you prefer, your preferred platform is doing? Fanboy. Yeah, you know, fanboy is you agree with your preferred platform. You disagree with your preferred platform. Yo, Bird, man, appreciate the 22 months of being a Soldier First Class member. He said, in the world of entertainment, everything is competition. Yeah. Ice Queen Gaming, what's up, Ice Queen? Broken Lobo, what up? DJ King, what up? Games for Eternity, what up, man? True Bleed, what up? Nassim, what up? It's just baffling to me. You know, like I said, you can watch the Microsoft show. You can listen to what Phil Spencer is saying and be like, yeah, Xbox is going third party because they're putting their games on PlayStation. You know what I mean? There's games that they put on PlayStation, PC, but not on the Switch. And you'll say they third party. Or it goes the other way around. I think all of the games that's on the Switch is on PlayStation. But you will call them third party. But have the audacity to waste people time reading your delusional tweets to be like, it's not the same. Sit your ass down, please, respectfully. Please. You know what I'm saying? Then they'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about, JAYBARI. You don't know what you're talking about. These people barely play on PlayStation. But want to represent everything. I don't even want to represent shit. I've never claimed to be any representative for nobody on PlayStation other than myself. Everybody want to be the representative of this and that and this. But that's you can't represent shit if you're delusional and that's wrong. Well, You know, we do live in America, so I guess I take that one back. You know what I mean? It's just wild to me, man. Xbox going third. Look at Phil. Look, everybody got the screen recording. The question. Oh, look at Ryan McCaffrey's face. Oh my God, Xbox going third party. All the games is coming to PlayStation. It's coming to PlayStation. It's coming to PlayStation. Then be like, oh, PlayStation's publishing a game on the Switch. Oh, that's not the same. The fuck are we doing, man? Yo, Thrash, what up, man? Thrash, I do not agree. I'm sorry. It sounded crazy. It sounded crazy. It is okay to be like, yeah, PlayStation is third party. They are. Even without the Switch. Guess who's publishing a game on PC? You are publishing the game on another platform that's not your own. Let's take out the Switch. Huh? Let's take out Lego Horizon Adventures. It's third party. You don't own PC. You got multiple games. You got a whole page of games that you are publishing on the platform that's not yours. PlayStation been third party since MLB. MLB is a little different. That is a little different. Because the platforms outside of PlayStation, they are not publishing the game on the platform. When it comes to publication or publishing or publisher, when it comes to MLB, they are a third party, they are a third or a multi-plat developer. When it comes to MLB, you're a multi-plat developer. But when it comes to the PC games, day and date, when it comes to the PC games going over the PC, and you are publishing that shit, yes, you are a third party publisher. Before on the PlayStation 4, where you had games like Death Stranding and, you know, any other game that PlayStation had on PC, they were not publishing. They were not distributing those games on the platform. Their business strategy has changed. From now, we only publish on PlayStation consoles. Now we are publishing on platforms outside of PlayStation. If you know anything about business and how gaming works, and just look at their business strategy and they're telling you their changes, there's no way you can sit there and be like, oh, PlayStation is not a third party developer or publisher. You just look crazy. You're just delusional. Yo, Metro, what up, bro? It's just delusion. You know what I mean? Yo, Curse King, what up? He said Lego deal is identical to MLB. Yes, you have a franchise. You have characters that PlayStation. Well, no, it's not the same. Because one is you own the IP. Well, both of them you own the IP, but you're just using Lego likenesses to create a game of something that you own. The license come in is just using the Lego licenses, using the wording, using the likeness, the look to make Aloy and whatever else characters in a Lego type world. You know what I mean? But Aloy is a PlayStation owned character. Horizon is a PlayStation owned franchise. Lego Horizon Adventures is a PlayStation owned IP. But it's licensed. That's like saying PlayStation doesn't own the IP to Gran Turismo. because PlayStation licensed the cars to put into the game. Huh? No, Gran Turismo is a owned PlayStation IP that they license so they can put those cars into their IP, into their game. MLB The Show is a PlayStation owned IP that they license so they can put those characters into their owned licensed IP. Marvel Spider-Man is a PlayStation owned IP, but they license Spider-Man, the characters, the likeness, so they can create their game, you know what I mean, with the Spider-Man world and universe. It is not that difficult. You got many representatives telling you what it is. And you guys are just like, oh, no, it's not. The motherfuckers that is creating the deals is coming on podcast shows telling you what it is. And y'all be like, no, it's not. It's shit crazy. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. It is okay to be say PlayStation is third party. That's what it is. Like I said, you can exclude Lego Horizon Adventures. You can exclude that. But it's still third party by just the PC games alone. Yeah, Honda can pull out of GT if they want. Yeah, absolutely. They can. Being licensed, there's rules how you can incorporate the character. They also have say so and how they want to incorporate the character. You know, one thing with GT, you know how people like to criticize, oh, the damage in GT is not as severe as like other games, like a Need for Speed or something like that. Yeah, there's a reason for that, because these licensed car manufacturers don't want to see their cars in a game like that destroyed all up in a simulation game. That's why you don't see these cars being like super destroyed in those type of games like that. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that GT7 or GT the series is not a PlayStation owned IP. PlayStation is telling you this shit. Y'all use the slides but don't want to look at the slides. They're telling you. You can this is what I'm trying to say, Thrash. You can have a licensed game, but that game itself is still owned by the publisher or whoever's creating it. Hence, you have Marvel Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm telling y'all don't want to use the slides. I'm gonna tell you what PlayStation is telling you. Because if that's the case, then Marvel Spider-Man is not a PlayStation owned IP. I'm telling you what PlayStation is telling you. Look at this. Look at this. What that say right here? These are all franchises now that PlayStation owns. These are PlayStation owned shit. You got one that's licensed right here. You got another one that's licensed right here. Horizon itself, Lego Horizon Adventure is under the Horizon franchise. It's just licensed out for Lego's likeness. That's what they wanted to create. Gran Turismo, right there. It is not difficult. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are using these slides just to try to convey certain things, but that's ignoring what the facts is. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. At the end of the day, you can't be like, yo, Microsoft is third party. And anything that Phil says, Matt Booty says, Sarah Bond is saying, then see Lego Horizon Adventures and be like, PlayStation is not third party. And let's go with y'all saying, right? Who is publishing Lego Horizon Adventures? Who is publishing that game? That's like saying the Lego Marvel games isn't WB Games. WB is the publisher, the distributor. They're just licensing to create these type of games. Yeah, PlayStation is publishing all versions of the game. All. PlayStation, PC, and Switch. They're publishing all versions of the game. They're a third-party publisher. It ain't like how the PS4 was or the PS5 or 3 was, where they would just publish the PS5 version. They're publishing all versions on the SIE, yes. We know who's publishing the Switch version, man. PlayStation. Come on, people. It is not that difficult. Because they didn't want to do a PS5 version, PS4 version. I don't know. That's the question everybody asking. I don't know why they're not doing a PS4 version. I'm not upset with them not doing a PS4 version. I mean, it looks kind of weird that you're not doing a PS4 version, but you got a Switch version. But PlayStation is the publisher. Nah, nobody is. I'm not leaving PlayStation. I was playing my PlayStation today. It is okay to have criticism against PlayStation without being so drastic or dramatic about, oh, I'm not leaving, or nobody's leaving PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Nobody leaving PlayStation. You just calling facts of facts. Reality is reality. I just don't want PlayStation fans, the PlayStation Nation, going out there sounding and looking delusional when we can clearly just see what it is. You can put it under whatever bracket or category, experimental games, live service games. You can put it whatever bracket you want to put it under. It doesn't defute the fact that they're a third party publisher, third party developer. If they aren't publishing the games, does that make them third party publisher? If they're not publishing the game, it doesn't make them a third party publisher. It makes them a third party developer. That's why I said, like, with MLB, it's different. MLB, they're not a third party publisher because they're not publishing the Xbox version or whatever other version. MLB themselves is publishing that. You know what I mean? When it came to Death Stranding, PlayStation owned IP, but they weren't publishing the PC version. Somebody else was publishing the PC version. Now, when it comes to this PlayStation that we have here now, they are telling you in their presentations, in their reports, that they are shifting and publishing games on other platforms, on PC, and now we know on the Switch. That's where I'm saying, yes, they are a third-party publisher, third-party developer. Yeah, 505 games. Yeah, thank you, Kyle Ward. I mean, PlayStation themselves. PlayStation themselves. You can just go to the blog. And there was an interview too with the dude, VGC, where they're saying that the people that's developing the game in tandem with PlayStation right here. Guerrilla Games dev told me Lego Horizon Adventures and the Nintendo Switch were a natural fit. I keep mentioning it, but we want this to be for everyone. And the Switch is really a platform that allows us to broaden the audience. Y'all use these slides as far as experimental games going into other platforms to broaden the PlayStation audience with these games, but don't want to admit that these experimental games they're publishing. Skipping the PS4 is irrelevant to what the facts are, Thrash. It's irrelevant. Bringing that question up is irrelevant. That doesn't defute that they're a third-party publisher. I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I really don't know what to tell y'all, man. Does that mean you shouldn't be excited for the game? If you're excited for Lego Horizon Adventures, go ahead. Play the joint up. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? But just know, third-party publisher. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, you can remove Lego Horizon Adventures. Remove that out the game. It doesn't even exist. Everything else that they're doing on PC, who's publishing the games on PC? Y'all answer me that. Who is publishing the games on the PC? Because, Pepperidge Farm remembers, even when it came to the Xbox games before they was going on PlayStation and all that stuff, what were you all calling Xbox? A third-party publisher. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bring up. Yeah, you even got to bring up Lego Horizon Adventures into the topic. It's null and void at the point. I just don't see how PlayStation is publishing a PC version that is outside of PlayStation, but not going to publish the Nintendo Switch version, where they're saying that it's a perfect fit to broaden their audience. It don't make no sense, yo. But then y'all want to use experimental games. No, it's not the same because they said this is an experimental game. It's an experiment to broaden the audience. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, they broaden the audience with their money publishing the games on other platforms. Not rocket science. But at the end of the day, yo, Viper Reaps Corner, appreciate you rejoining the ranks of Social First Class for 26 months. He says here, the PS4 is being skipped because, just like the games going to PC, PlayStation is looking for new booty. They know PlayStation players are PSY, pussy whooped for the PlayStation 5. Laugh out loud. Mike Johnson said, JAYBARI, give me an idea when you think they will go full-blown third party. I mean, if you already putting games on a different platform and you're publishing that, you are a third party. I don't think that PlayStation is still going to have exclusives to their platform. You know what I mean? Because they have a platform. They're not a Ubisoft. They're not a, EA. They're not a Rockstar, but a Take-Two Interactive that don't have a platform. They manufacture a console, you know what I mean, that where they put their games on. So, if that's still a viable part of their business, the console side of things, you will still see exclusives there. You know what I mean? But going forward with what they say in their business meetings and their business presentations, the game is not going to be staying on the platform for the entirety that the game is out. After an ample amount of time, it will be going to another platform that they are publishing the game to go on the other platform. But yeah, you can pretty much say they are third party. Whether that makes you, saying full blown, might make you not saying full blown might make you feel better about that. But at the end of the day, it's third party. It's third party. It's no different than it's a lot different than what Xbox is doing. But when it comes to Xbox putting their games on like PlayStation or whatnot, it's the same thing that PlayStation is doing when it comes to the PC, when it comes to the single player games. You know what I mean? That's an ample amount of time. It's up. I just put on another platform. I just don't understand why people just can't be like, yeah, they're a third party. I personally don't like it. You know what I mean? I personally think that PlayStation don't need to do any of the stuff that they're doing. You know what I mean? It's great that, more people are playing the game or whatnot, but you always had the option to buy a PlayStation or buy into their platform to play the game. Whether you don't want to do that, that's up to you. You know what I mean? But if you like any games that PlayStation is doing, it's no different than back in the day. I buy the platform and boom. But just to say that PlayStation is a third party publisher or third party or multi-platform developer, I think that's just delusional. If that's the case, then Xbox isn't third party. I don't want to see nobody in here on the PlayStation side going over and be like, oh, Xbox is third party. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it because currently right now, majority of their games launch day and day on PC. They don't launch day and day on PlayStation or Switch. You know what I mean? So if you're out here saying Xbox third party, it's just hypocritical, in my opinion. Yo, Bats, man, appreciate the $5, man. You know what I mean? I don't think he said anything, but that's my guy. I'm not upset at all, Immortal Black. I'm trying to base things in reality so people don't look delusional out there. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let the PlayStation Nation know, say, listen, we didn't speak up loud enough, like how the PC gamers spoke up against PSN. So now PlayStation has made these decisions that they're doing. Don't be out here saying, oh, they're not third party. It's not the same when they are. That's all I'm saying. Yo, Pink Princess, appreciate the $5 donation. Say hi, JAYBARI. Joining in for the first time. Happy to be with everyone for today's show. Appreciate it, Pink Princess. Thank you for joining. You know what I mean? This is just more like a real talk, more intimate JAYBARI show. Because, like, personally, like I said, I did enjoy what Xbox did for their gamers, for their community when it came to the Xbox showcase. And I know the little, nuance and details that people like to bring up, like, oh, these games were shown. Yeah, and they're right. These games were shown. They're getting updates. It is what it is. But overall, it was a great package that they put out there. Getting the hype for their fans, letting the fans know what games is coming soon and what games is coming in the future, especially on a first party perspective. I don't know why people are so against that when it comes to PlayStation, as far as them showing off their games from a first party perspective in that manner. It's weird to me, but when I saw the Xbox show, I'm not even an Xbox person. I'm not even an Xbox gamer. I don't even like majority of Xbox IPs. Well, when I look at it objectively, they did a great job. You know what I mean? There's some games that I've never even played before. I never played Perfect Dark. I've never played Perfect Dark a day in my life. But when I saw that Perfect Dark on that Xbox showcase, I said, yo, that shit look good. I'll tell you that. I never played Fable. I've watched people in college, but I've never actually sat down and played a Fable. It looked good. I don't know if I will, jump into the IP or the franchise now with that game, but I'm looking over there. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm just saying. Like, yo, when it comes to PlayStation, I don't know why they keeping everything so close to their chest. Like, this generation is going into 4 years. Majority of the studios haven't been updated as far as what they're doing on PlayStation 5. And yeah, I personally, for me, I want to update. I don't know why people fight back against that stuff. People don't play the games that PlayStation put out now. Motherfuckers is probably just buying Returnal. You know what I'm saying? You waited 3 years to play the game. So you telling me you don't want to see a game that could potentially come out in 2 years? Don't make no sense. Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree that the PlayStation 5 Pro could be the reason why we haven't seen, these games being shown yet. I do agree with that. But that, to me, like I agree with it, but I don't like saying that because that put me in a assumption territory rather than just knowing. Like I said, the same thing that, I would make fun of personally, where everybody create these shows, these games, these consoles, and we haven't seen nothing factual yet. You know what I mean? And then you just create these things like, yeah, they're gonna show it. The whole wait to E3. That's where that shit formed from. Xbox gamers weren't happy with what Xbox was showcasing or showing. You know what I mean? After E3 was wait till next year E3. That's the same thing we doing here on the PlayStation side. State of Play was showing. Wait till this September show. Not saying that they might be a September show, but we just creating shit out of thin air. September show. Wait till that. You know what I mean? Now in our minds, I'm seeing people have a whole show outline for the September show that haven't existed, that don't exist. Ghost of Tsushima 2, this game. I was like, yo, man, this is what we have become, man. Why? Because we're just in the dark when it comes to first party. That being said, second party, third party, even the first party game, I think PlayStation has done a great job. I enjoy the first party games on PS5. I love them shits. I enjoy the partnerships and deals that they do now. That doesn't mean I don't want to update. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But I just don't understand the fight back or the bite back when PlayStation gamers, share the same opinion I have. I see a lot of people just fight back at it. But in the same vein, the people that fight back as far as they don't need to show their games, those are the same people saying, oh, wait till the September showcase. If they don't need to show their games right now, if it's not ready, why are you creating a September showcase in your mind? You know what I mean? This don't make no sense. That mean you're lying to the people. Stop lying to the people. Stop lying to the people. Speak from the goddamn heart and stop lying to the people. Don't just share your opinions in DMs. Share your opinions to the people. Share your opinions to PlayStation. Huh? Stop lying to the people. You don't need to show the games, but wait till September showcase. Fuck. What we doing, bro? Pure craziness. I think I'm done, man. Summer Games Fest, by the way. The actual show of Summer Game Fest that Jeff Keighley was hosting, I thought that showcase was weak. You know what I mean? You can't gather up people, all these people from across the world, just to show that type of games. Respectfully. The whole event of Summer Game Fest, amazing. Love it. You have a show floor, you got demos that people can play. You have other shows that's a part of the Summer Game Fest. Great. But if you're going to have that Summer Game Fest show, you got to guarantee some bangers that's going to be showed there. Huh? Not saying that there weren't some cool and great events, but the same people that are scared to criticize or say something of any type of criticism when it comes to that Summer Game Fest Jeff Keighley show are the same people that don't buy no fucking games. Everybody want to list up, oh, this looks cool. This looks cool. Okay, buy the fucking game then. When a game fucking releases, you don't buy shit. You don't support shit. You're just yapping. That's to go against the grain. I see every goddamn time. Oh my god, you didn't like this show? They show some cool stuff, man. What's wrong with you? The game comes out. Yo, remember that game you was hyping up at the Summer Game Fest? You getting it? Nah, man. I'm not gonna get it. I got a backlog. Shit crazy, man. Anyways, I'm about to get up out of here, man. What's Up PlayStation Podcast this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We will do a show this Saturday. I think Persona set it up and everything. Next weekend, though, the following weekend, there won't be any show. I won't be home, so there won't be a show. Friday, we're going to a Final Fantasy VII remake rebirth event where I get to meet one of my legends. I get to see. I don't know if I'm going to meet him yet, but I get to see one of my legends in gaming. This is somebody that I adore. I love in gaming, Yoshinori Kitase. I get to see Hamaguchi. I think it's like Nikoi Hamaguchi, where they're going to be talking and explaining Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth and all that stuff. So I'm very, very excited for that tomorrow. But yeah, we'll talk about that, give our experience with that on Saturday for the show. But yeah, that is pretty much it, man. Like I said, everybody have difference of opinions. Hopefully my opinion does not offend anyone. But at the end of the day, you just got to be real, man. You just got to be real. I am looking at a green cup. Oh, you can't see it. Matter of fact, I'm looking at a Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to say this is a Asus ROG Ally. It's a Nintendo Switch. I see the Nintendo Switch label. It got all the Nintendo Switch goodness, the Joy-Cons. It is not a Asus ROG Ally. It is a Switch. We need to stop looking at this product right here, a Switch, and say this is an Asus ROG Ally. This is a Steam Deck. That's how we look when we say these things about PlayStation right now when it comes to these games. They publish games on multiple platforms. They're a third-party developer. They develop games for multiple platforms. They are a multi-platform developer, a third-party developer. That doesn't mean you won't see PlayStation exclusives. That doesn't mean the next God of War won't be exclusive to PlayStation 5 or 6 or whatever it is. It might be a little bit, time, but it will have some exclusivity there. But let's stop living. Let's stop being delusional, and let's start base things in reality. We see it. It is evident. It is clear. No different than this Switch symbol on this console, this handheld. It is not an Asus ROG. It is a Switch. That's all I wanted to share with the PlayStation Nation. Boy JAYBARI, I'm gone. Deuces.